Do you have fan mail, Helma, or should
One, and I'm going to spend it.
Don't forget
will
that. Okay, you're going to give her some fan mail. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So that's 2 for Helma. Don't forget that people who have fan
Is
mail.
that I mean, Sandra, is that from you or from the audience?
It must be from the audience pool, so it goes
Okay.
into your box.
I will give them from the audience pool as well.
Okay.
Okay, that's empty.
No, it's not. It just got 5 more, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How could I forget about that?
Yeah.
But there are no more coming for me out of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I use single one I have.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so you're going to use all of yours. Okay. So that
Which gives me 5 too, right? 5 and you 6.
Uh-huh. Correct. One moment.
I have a question.
Okay, Sandra, but I am going to confuse myself if I'm not careful. So I'm going to just lay this out. And now, Sandra, what is your question? Sorry.
Yes, if since I have my lab mate Keith, if Sam searched him out to see if I was.
Yes, that seems like a good point. Keith would certainly be one of the people that the 2 of you or one of you would be talking to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a very good point. Sandra, therefore, do you want to include yourself in this conflict just by using Keith?
Yes.
Okay. Helma.
Just
yes?
a tiny little minute. I didn't say my stakes, right? I didn't
Not
say
yet.
what is.
No, not quite yet. No.
I don't have to. Okay.
Well, we need the basic idea, which is to locate Gerard and obviously Nia. That I know, right? For consequences, I can tell you this: you are poking into a lot of other people's business, and they will, very likely respond if to these questions, just not the way you want. So we have Ola. You have 5 fan mails sitting there on your character sheet right now. I don't know if you want to help anybody with this.
In this case, when it's my fan mail,
yeah,
I can distribute as many as I want.
That
right?
is correct. Currently, Mark has no fan mail and Sandra has no fan mail. But Sandra does get a card for Keith. So
what? Then I think that I will. How many does Sam have?
Sam,
I used the 3 fan mail I had, and I have 1 card. You get.
She has 6 cards facing right now.
6?
So
no, 5. Sorry, it's in the wrong
5.
spot. 5.
I have my
5. Yes, I know. 5.
Yeah. So yeah, but then that means that I can, and I think this is I will give you 2 fan mail
for Helma.
Yeah.
Okay.
That means that I'm helped. That will be.
You don't. It has no in-fiction meaning. It's just luck. More luck.
Yeah. I know. It's not me. It's not my character helping her. It's now. But but before Helma, you asked who else can I give it to?
You can also give some to both of the other players. They're all involved. You can give some to Max. You can give some to Sandra.
Yeah, but I think we keep it like that.
Okay, good. And so finally, just out of curiosity, I think. Okay, are we ready to go?
No, can we back a little bit? How is Sandra coming in here? I mean,
yes, I will explain.
She vanished as well as.
Yes, I will explain. Because all of your conversations, eventually, the most productive part is when you are talking to her friend Keith. Remember the guy with the nice hair? So now you're in the biology lab, and he has a special sample box that he said is where Nia had kept Nia had kept the results that she got from your weird fruit, and so but anyway, so he's curious about that, but he wanted to know if maybe you would give him permission to look at it because Nia did not. But okay, that's a no. Well, he understands. He is let's just say Keith, as we have already seen, knows a lot of criminal skills. He has a lot of interesting skills, that he knew how to disguise the chip for Nia and things like that. So when you start talking to him, he realizes that he has not seen Nia. He's worried about her too. All of you start to talk a little bit. And the question is whether you can find out where they are and who has them, figure it out, or whether they find you first.
I would say that Keith and Nia are very close, so he would have knowledge of her going.
That's why you have. Wait, he has knowledge of what? I'm sorry.
Of Nia going to see Gerard.
Ah, yes, perfect. Okay, so that's a really good start right there. So in that case, here are these are Sandra's cards. Here are the cards that you are facing with 3 red cards. And no aces, thank God. Okay, so then let's go to our main person in this situation, because this is Helma's scene. And Helma's cards for her screen presence are both black, but the 3 fan mail that she spent gives her 1 red card. So 1 goes back to the budget and 2 go away. And then finally, the 2 fan mail that she gets from...
It's 1 ace.
Yes, a red card and an ace. So that is excellent. Okay.
How many red cards is that?
That's 3.
3 red cards for Helma.
Yeah. And so then in let's see. Did I do that properly? What are those 2 dice sitting there? I'm looking at my dice that are sitting there and being a little scared at what they are. Okay, I'm just going to let them sit there and I'll figure that out in a moment. Okay, so now we have Max's cards. So Zamrock has succeeded nicely. And then finally, Nia has not, but that's okay, really. I mean, they're all trying to do more or less the same thing. The consequences are that Keith, there's going to be some consequences for Keith. I can tell you that much. But that is going to be a narrator thing, and our narrator is Helma.
Oh, good God.
Just remember that you have a lot of power. You can say they figure out where they are, and that's what they tried to do. Just tell us how.
Is it because she had the lowest card in all the red cards? Highest.
Yeah.
I got an ace from you, actually.
Yeah. Oh wait, no,
that
was in the fan mail. Ola.
Narrative.
It's from Ola. Yeah. So Ola is the
narrator. But there's that's probably only me interested. But there's something about the lowest card also. What's that?
Can we not debrief the rules right now? It will only confuse me at the moment.
All right.
I think that's a tie or something. That's to break ties.
Yeah, it's a tie.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so, but you have won the conflict. I have looked at that. It's okay. So
I'm the narrator of this scene.
Can we give suggestions?
Suggestions, yes, of course. Yes.
If there has to be some consequences for Keith, I would say that he constantly still tried to get any information out of me about those plans, and he's not going to get it.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Ola, what happens in terms of what they discover?
Yeah,
remember, they do succeed.
They do succeed, but I'm thinking of 2 things here, and this is more or less suggestions. First of all, you find out something that you don't want to find out. More information. This is information that you don't want to have this because it makes anyone having that information very vulnerable. So you kind of put things together. And the other one that I was thinking about, that's more of a theme of the whole revelation. The other one is that your love interest is involved in this.
Okay. Right now, we need
Can
to
I
focus on
protest that?
Gerard's issue. Remember?
Yeah.
Our priority is
Yeah,
Gerard's
where is
issue.
it?
We don't want to scatter the attention on a spotlight episode. So,
yeah, but that is, where am I? Who is, like, where am I, and who is keeping me?
right.
Yeah.
They can find that out.
Yeah. So what I think that we are probably in a secret place where that is hard to find, and from our perspective, that would be above our pay level on
Right.
upper decks. Not we are familiar with all the small spaces in this part.
Right.
So we are probably locked into some conference room on a top level, on an upper level. Just say that, and you also get the information about the midnight.
Right.
Midnight oil was
Midnight
my
truth.
the midnight truth, and what I was suggesting is that within that you also kind of see, you get some kind of pointing who is midnight, who's part of that.
That seems to make perfectly good sense. You guys are able. In fact, probably you will meet some. The Keith will probably. I'm going to make a suggestion, Ola, that
Yes.
Keith will draw in some of his connections, or even better, it was Mark who made all the right connections.
Yeah.
Mark probably does a mathematical model that exactly locates the right person, and sure enough, it is some scary, greasy guy who will tell you all about Midnight Truth, how Midnight Truth got them.
I see how Sam and Keith are like, are we gonna listen to me? And I'm like, okay. Am I gonna like listen to me? Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. And what is happening then? And they're like, should we talk to this guy?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Right.
Can I have just one small question to? I don't remember this, because when we met for the first time, when Gerard and Mark met for the first time, did we do that in my quarters?
No, we did it in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
We met for the first time.
You haven't actually seen, with your photographic memory, you haven't seen the paper.
No.
If I had, I would probably try to connect it myself.
Okay,
but
so the nice thing about this is that we don't have to go through the usual role-playing nonsense about turning left and right and justifying everything. We just cut to whoever the next person is going to say. Ola, it is, interestingly enough, it is your turn to tell us where we are when we
must be in the kind of interrogation / information trade-off with midnight truth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so the two of you are, so it's you and Nia, and you are in what Dick Cheney would call an undisclosed location.
Yeah.
And I'm going to describe it as not quite a torture chamber, but it has an unfortunate quality of some hospital equipment there, some medical looking equipment, and is otherwise so it's more like a hospital room. You said something like a conference room too, and yes, there is a table, there is a console, there is a set of chairs for people to sit in and talk. But the two of you are sitting there, and the hospital equipment is just kind of there in the background, looking scary. Interestingly enough, unlike anywhere that you are used to, this one actually does have a viewing technology, a viewing panel, so you can actually see space outside.